Section 5 of
The Oresteia. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. The Oresteia by Aeschylus. Translated by E.D.A. Morshead.
Section 5
The Furies.
Part 1.
The scene of the drama is the temple of Apollo at Delphi, afterwards the temple of Athena on the Acropolis of Athens, and the adjoining Areopagus.
First in this prayer of all the gods I name the prophet Mother Earth, and Themis next, second who sat, for so with truth is said on this her mother's shrine oracular. Then by her grace, who unconstrained allowed, there sat thereon another child of earth, Titanian Phoebe. She in aftertime gave o'er the throne as birth-gift to a god, Phoebus, who in his own bears Phoebe's name. He from the lake and ridge of Delos' isles steered to the port of Pallas' Attic shores, the home of ships, and thence he passed and came unto this land and to Parnassus' shrine, and at his side, with awe revering him, there went the children of Hephaestus' seed, the hewers of the sacred way, who tamed the stubborn tract that erst was wilderness. And all this folk, and Delphos, chieftain king, of this their land, with honour gave him home. And in his breast Zeus set a prophet's soul, and gave to him this throne, whereon he sits, fourth prophet of the shrine. And Loxias' height gives voice to that which Zeus his sire decrees. Such gods I name in my preluding prayer, and after them I call with honour due on Pallas, wardress of the fane, and nymphs who dwell around the rock Corycian, where in the hollow cave the wild birds haunt, wander the feet of lesser gods, and there, right well I know it, Bromian Bacchus dwells, since he in godship led his maenad host, devising death for Pentheus, whom they rent piecemeal as hare among the hounds. And last I call on Pleistus' springs, Poseidon's might, and Zeus most high, the great accomplisher. Then as a seeress to the sacred chair I pass and sit, and may the powers divine make this mine entrance fruitful, in response beyond each former advent, triply blessed. And if there stand without, from Hellas bound, men seeking oracles, let each pass in order of the lot, as use allows, for the god guides whate'er my tongue proclaims.
The Pythian priestess goes into the interior of the temple. After a short interval, she returns in great fear.
Things fell to speak of, fell for eyes to see, have sped me forth again from Loxias' shrine, with strength unstrung, moving erect no more, but aiding with my hands my failing feet, unnerved by fear. A beldame's force is not, is as a child's when age and fear combine. For as I pace towards the inmost fane, bay-filleted by many a suppliant's hand, lo, at the central altar I descry one crouching as for refuge, yea, a man abhorred of heaven, and from his hands, wherein a sword new drawn he holds, blood reeked and fell. A wand he bears, the olive's topmost bough, twined as of purpose with a deep close tuft of whitest wool. This that I plainly saw, plainly I tell. But lo, in front of him, crouched on the altar steps, a grisly band of women slumbers. Not like women they, but Gorgons rather. Nay, that word is weak, nor may I match the Gorgons' shape with theirs. Such have I seen in painted semblance erst, winged harpies, snatching food from Phineus' board. But these are wingless, black, and all their shape the eye's abomination to behold. Fell is the breath, let none draw nigh to it, wherewith they snort in slumber. From their eyes exude the damned drops of poisonous ire, and such their garb as none should dare to bring to statues of the gods or homes of men. I wot not of the tribe wherefrom can come so fell a legion, nor in what land earth could rear, unharmed, such creatures, nor avow that she had travailed and brought forth death. But for the rest, be all these things a care unto the mighty Loxias, the lord of this our shrine, healer and prophet he, discerner he of portents, and the cleanser of other homes, behold, his own to cleanse.
The Pythian priestess exits. The scene opens, disclosing the interior of the temple. Orestes clings to the central altar. The Furies lie slumbering at a little distance. Apollo and Hermes appear from the innermost shrine.
Lo, I desert thee never. To the end, hard at thy side as now, or sundered far, I am thy guard, and to thine enemies implacably oppose me. Look on them, these greedy fiends, beneath my craft subdued. See, they are fallen on sleep, these beldames oid, unto whose grim and wizened maidenhood nor god nor man nor beast can e'er draw near. Yea, evil were they born, for evil's doom, evil the dark abyss of Tartarus wherein they dwell, and they themselves the hate of men on earth and of Olympian gods. But thou, flee far and with unfaltering speed, for they shall hunt thee through the mainland wide, where'er throughout the tract of travelled earth thy foot may roam, and o'er the seas and island homes of men. Faint not, nor fail. Too soon and timidly within thy breast shepherding thoughts forlorn of this thy toil, but unto Pallas' city go, and there crouch at her shrine, and in thine arms enfold her ancient image. There we well shall find meet judges for this cause and suasive pleas, skilled to contrive for thee deliverance from all this woe. Be such my pledge to thee, for by my hest thou didst thy mother slay.
O King Apollo, since right well thou knowest what justice bids, have heed, fulfil the same. Thy strength is all sufficient to achieve.
Have thou too heed, nor let thy fear prevail above thy will. And do thou guard him, Hermes, whose blood is brother unto mine, whose sire is the same high god. Men call thee guide and guard. Guide therefore thou, and guard my supplicant. For Zeus himself reveres the outlaw's right, boon of fair escort, upon man conferred.
Apollo, Hermes, and Orestes exit. The ghost of Clytemnestra nears.
Sleep on, awake! What skills your sleep to me? Me, among all the dead by you dishonored, me, from whom never in the world of death dieth this curse. 'Tis she who smote and slew, and shamed and scorned I roam? Awake, and hear my plaint of dead men's hate intolerable. Me, sternly slain by them that should have loved, me doth no god arouse him to avenge, hewn down in blood by matricidal hands. Mark ye these wounds from which the heart's blood ran, and by whose hand, bethink ye? For the sense, when shut in sleep, hath then the spirit sight, but in the day the inward eye is blind. List ye who drank so oft with lapping tongue the wineless draught by me outpoured to soothe your vengeful ire, how oft, unkindled shrine, I laid the feast of darkness at the hour abhorred by every god but you alone. Lo, all my service trampled down and scorned, and he hath balked your chase, as stag the hounds. Yea, lightly bounding from the circling toils, hath wried his face in scorn and flieth far. Awake and hear, for mine own soul I cry. Awake, ye powers of hell! The wandering ghost that once was Clytemnestra calls, arise!
The Furies mutter grimly as in a dream.
Mutter and murmur, he hath flown afar. My kin have gods to guard them, I have none.
The Furies mutter as before.
Call. Oh, drowsed in sleep too deep to heed my pain, Orestes flies, who me, his mother, slew.
The Furies give a confused cry.
Yelping and drowsed again, up and be doing that which alone is yours, the deed of hell.
The Furies give another cry.
Lo, sleep and toil, the sworn confederates, have quelled your dragon anger once so fell.
Seize, 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 mark yonder.
In dreams ye chase a prey, and like some hound that even in sleep doth ply his woodland toil, ye bell and bay. What do ye, sleeping here? Be not o'ercome with toil, nor sleep subdued, be heedless of my wrong. Up, thrill your heart with the just chidings of my tongue. Such words are as a spur to purpose firmly held. Blow forth on him the breath of wrath and blood. Scorch him with reek of fire that burns in you. Waste him with new pursuit. Swift, hound him down.
The ghost sinks.
Up! Rouse another as I rouse thee. Up! Sleep'st thou? Rise up, and spurning sleep away, see we if false to us this prelude rang.
Alack, alack, O sisters, we have toiled. Oh, much and vainly have we toiled and borne. Vainly, and all we wrought the gods have foiled, and turned us to scorn.
He hath slipped from the net whom we chased. He hath scaped us who should be our prey.
O'ermastered by slumber we sank, and our quarry hath stolen away.
Thou, child of the high god Zeus, Apollo, hast robbed us and wronged. Thou, a youth, hast downtrodden the right that his godship more ancient belonged. Thou hast cherished thy suppliant man, the slayer, the god forsaken, the bane of a parent. By craft from out of our grasp thou hast taken. A god thou hast stolen from us, the avengers, a matricide's son. And who shall consider thy deed and say, "It is rightfully done"? The sound of a chiding scorn came from the land of dream. Deep to my inmost heart I felt it thrill and burn, thrust as a strong grasped goad to urge onward the chariot's team. Thrilled, chilled with bitter inward pain, I stand as one beneath the doomsman's scourge. Shame on the younger gods who tread down right, sitting on the thrones of might. Woe on the altar of earth's central fane, clotted on step and shrine. Behold the guilt of blood, the ghastly stain. Woe upon thee, Apollo! Uncontrolled, unbidden hast thou, prophet god, imbrued the pure prophetic shrine with wrongful blood. For thou to heinous a respect didst hold of man, too little heed of powers divine. And us, the Fates, the ancients of the earth, didst deem as nothing worth. Scornful to me thou art, yet shalt not fend my wrath from him, though unto hell he flee. There too are we. And he the blood defiled should feel and rue, though I were not, fiend wrath that shall not end, descending on his head who foully slew.
Apollo re-enters from the inner shrine.
Out! I command you, out from this my home. Haste, tarry not! Out from the mystic shrine, lest thy lot be to take into thy breast the winged bright dart that from my golden strings speeds hissing as a snake. Lest, pierced and thrilled with agony, thou shouldst spew forth again black frothy heart's blood, drawn from mortal men, belching the gory clots sucked forth from wounds. These be no halls where such as you can prowl. Go where men lay on men the doom of blood, heads lopped from necks, eyes from their sphere plucked out, hacked flesh, the flower of youthful seed crushed, or feet hewn away, and hands, and death beneath the smiting stone, low moans and piteous of men impaled. Hark, hear ye for what feast ye hanker ever, and the loathing gods do spit upon your craving? Lo, your shape is all too fitted for your greed. The cave where lurks some lion, lapping gore, were home more meet for you. Avaunt from sacred shrines, nor bring pollution by your touch on all that nears you. Hence, and roam unshepherded. No god there is to tend such herd as you.
O King Apollo, in our turn hear us.
Thou hast not only part in these ill things, but art chief cause and doer of the same.
How? Stretch thy speech to tell this, and have done.
Thine oracle bade this man slay his mother.
I bade him quit his sire's death. Wherefore not?
Then
didst thou aid and guard red-handed crime.
Yea, and I bade him to this temple flee.
And yet, forsooth, dost chide us following him.
Aye, not for you it is to near this fane.
Yet is such office ours, imposed by fate.
What office? Vaunt the thing ye deem so fair.
From home to home we chase the matricide.
What? To avenge a wife who slays her lord?
That is not blood outpoured by kindred hands.
How darkly ye dishonor and annul the troth to which the high accomplishers, Hera and Zeus, do honor. Yea, and thus is Aphrodite to dishonor cast, the queen of rapture unto mortal men. Know that above the marriage bed ordained for man and woman standeth right as guard, enhancing sanctity of troth-plights sworn. Therefore, if thou art placable to those who have their consort slain, nor willst to turn on them the eye of wrath, unjust art thou in hounding to this doom the man who slew his mother. Lo, I know thee full of wrath against one deed, but all too placable unto the other, minishing the crime. But in this cause shall Pallas guard the right.
Deem not my quest shall ever quit that man.
Follow then, make thee double toil in vain.
Think not by speech mine office to curtail.
None hast thou that I would accept of thee.
Yea, high thine honor by the throne of Zeus, but I, drawn on by scent of mother's blood, seek vengeance on this man, and hound him down.
But I will stand beside him. 'Tis for me to guard my supplicant. Gods and men alike do dread the curse of such an one betrayed, and in me fear and will say, leave him not.
All exit. The scene changes to Athens. In the foreground, the temple of Athena on the Acropolis. Her statue stands in the center. Orestes is seen clinging to it.
Look on me, Queen Athena. Lo, I come by Loxias' behest. Thou of thy grace receive me, driven of avenging powers. Not now a red-hand slayer unannealed, but with guilt fading, half effaced, outworn on many homes and paths of mortal men. For to the limit of each land, each sea I roamed, obedient to Apollo's hest, and come at last, O goddess, to thy fane, and clinging to thine image, bide my doom.
Enter the chorus of Furies, questing like hounds.
Ho!
Clear
is here the trace of him we seek. Follow the track of blood, the silent sign.
Like to some hound that hunts a wounded fawn, we snuff along the scent of dripping gore. And inwardly we pant, for many a day, toiling in chase that shall foredo the man. For o'er and o'er the wide land have I ranged, and o'er the wide sea, flying without wings. Swift as a sail I pressed upon his track, who now hard by is crouching, well I wot, for scent of mortal blood allures me here. Follow, seek him round and round, scent and snuff and scan the ground, lest unharmed he slip away, he who did his mother slay.
Hist! He is there. See him his arms entwine around the image of the maid divine. Thus aided for the deed he wrought, unto the judgment wills he to be brought.
It may not be. A mother's blood poured forth upon the stained earth. None gathers up. It lies. Bear witness, hell, for I indelible. And thou who sheddest it shall give thine own that shedding to atone. Yea, from thy living limbs I suck it out, red, clotted, gout by gout, a draught abhorred of men and gods, but I will drain it, suck thee dry. Yea, I will waste thee living, nerve and vein. Yea, for thy mother slain, will drag thee downward, there where thou shalt dree the weird of agony. And thou, when whatsoe'er the man hath sinned, hath wronged or God or friend or parent, learn ye how to all and each the arm of doom can reach. Sternly requiteth in the world beneath the judgment seat of death. Yea, death, beholding every man's endeavor, recordeth it forever.
I, schooled in many miseries, have learnt how many refuges of cleansing shrines there be. I know when law alloweth speech, and when imposeth silence. Lo, I stand fixed now to speak, for he whose word is wise commands the same. Look how the stain of blood is dull upon mine hand, and wastes away, and laved and lost therewith is the deep curse of matricide. For while the guilt was new, 'twas banished from me at Apollo's hearth, atoned and purified by death of swine. Long were my word if I should sum the tale, how oft since then among my fellow men I stood and brought no curse. Time cleanses all. Time, the coeval of all things that are. Now from pure lips, in words of omen fair, I call Athena, lady of this land, to come my champion. So in aftertime she shall not fail of love and service deal, not won by war, from me and from my land, and all the folk of Argos vowed to her. Now, be she far away in Libyan land, where flows from Triton's lake her natal wave, stand she with planted feet, or in some hour of rest conceal them, champion of her friends where'er she be, or whether o'er the plain Phlegrian she look forth, as warrior bold. I cry to her to come, where'er she be, and she as goddess from afar can hear, and aid and free me, set among my foes.
Thee not Apollo nor Athena's strength can save from perishing, a castaway amid the lost, where no delight shall meet thy soul, a bloodless prey of nether powers, a shadow among shadows. Answerest thou nothing? Dost cast away my words with scorn? Thou, prey prepared and dedicate to me, not as a victim slain upon the shrine, but living shalt thou see thy flesh my food. Hear now the binding chant that makes thee mine. Weave the weird dance, behold the hour to utter forth the chant of hell, our sway among mankind to tell the guidance of our power. Of justice are we ministers, and whosoever of men may stand, lifting a pure unsullied hand, that man no doom of ours incurs, and walks through all his mortal path, untouched by woe, unharmed by wrath. But if, as yonder man, he hath blood on the hands he strives to hide, we stand avengers at his side, decreeing, thou hast wronged the dead. We are doom's witnesses to thee. The price of blood his hands have shed, we wring from him, in life, in death. Hard at his side are we. Night, mother night, who brought me forth, a torment to living men and dead. Hear me, O hear, by Leto's stripling son I am dishonored. He hath ta'en from me him who cowers in refuge, to me made consecrate, a rightful victim, him who slew his mother, given o'er to me and fate. Hear the hymn of hell, o'er the victim sounding, chant of frenzy, chant of ill, sense and will confounding, round the soul entwining, without lute or lyre, soul in madness pining, wasting as with fire. Fate, all-pervading fate, this service spun, commanding that I should bide therein. Whosoe'er of mortals made perverse and lawless is stained with blood of kin. By his side are we, and hunt him ever onward, till to the silent land, the realm of death, he cometh. Neither yonder in freedom shall he stand. Hear the hymn of hell, o'er the victim sounding, chant of frenzy, chant of ill, sense of will confounding. round the soul entwining, without lute or lyre, soul in madness pining, wasting as with fire. When from womb of night we sprang, on us this labor was laid and shall abide. Gods immortal are ye, yet beware ye touch not that which is our pride. None may come beside us, gathered round the blood feast. For us no garments white gleam on a festal day. For us a darker fate is another darker rite. That is mine hour when falls an ancient line, when in the household's heart the god of blood doth slay by kindred hands. Then do we bear our part. On him who slays we sweep with chasing cry. Though he be triply strong, we wear and waste him. Blood atones for blood, new pain for ancient wrong. I hold this task. 'Tis mine, not another's. The very gods on high, though they can silence and annul the prayers of those who on us cry, they may not strive with us who stand apart, a race by Zeus abhorred, blood-boltered, held unworthy of the counsel and converse of heaven's Lord. Therefore the more I leap upon my prey, upon their head I bound. My foot is hard as one that trips a runner. I cast them to the ground. Yea, to the depths of doom intolerable. And they who erst were great, and upon earth held high their pride and glory, are brought to low estate. In underworld they waste and are diminished, and while around them fleet dark wingings of my robes, and subtly woven the paces of my feet. Who falls infatuate, he sees not, neither knows he that we are at his side. So closely round about him, darkly flitting, the cloud of guilt doth glide. Heavily 'tis uttered, how around his hearthstone the murk of hell doth rise. Stern and fixed the law is. We have hands to achieve it, cunning to devise. Queens are we, and mindful of our solemn vengeance. Not by tear or prayer shall a man avert it. In unhonored darkness, far from gods we fare, lit unto our task with torch of sunless regions, and o'er a deadly way, deadly to the living as to those who see not life and light of day. Hunt we and press onward, who of mortals hearing doth not quake for awe, hearing all that fate through hand of God hath given us, for ordinance and law. Yea, this right to us in dark abysm and backward of the ages it befell. None shall wrong mine office, though in nether regions and sunless dark I dwell.
Athena enters from above.
Far off I heard the clamour of your cry, as by Scamander's side I set my foot, asserting right upon the land given o'er to me by those who o'er Achaea's host held sway and leadership. No scanty part of all they won by spear and sword, to me they gave it, land and all that grew thereon, as chosen heirloom for my Theseus's clan. Thence summoned, sped I with a tireless foot, hummed on the wind instead of wings, the fold of this mine aegis by my feet propelled, as, linked to mettled horses, speeds a car. And now, beholding here earth's nether brood, I fear it not, yet are mine eyes amazed with wonder. Who are ye? Of all, I ask, and of this stranger to my statue clinging. But ye, your shape is like no human form, like to no goddess whom the gods behold, like to no shape which mortal women wear. Yet to stand by and chide a monstrous form is all unjust, from such words right revolts.
O child of Zeus, one word shall tell thee all. We are the children of eternal night, and Furies in the underworld are called.
I know your lineage now, and eke your name.
Yea, and eftsoons indeed my rights shalt know.
Fain would I learn them, Speak them clearly forth.
We chase from home the murderers of men.
And where at last can he that slew make pause?
Where this is law, all joy abandon here.
Say, do ye bay this man to such a flight?
Yea, for of choice he did his mother slay.
Urged by no fear of other wrath and doom?
What spur can rightly go to matricide?
2 stand to plead. 1 only have I heard.
He will not swear nor challenge us to oath.
The form of justice, not its deed, thou willest.
Prove thou that word. Thou art not scant of skill.
I say that oaths shall not enforce the wrong.
Then test the cause. Judge and award the right.
Will ye to me then this decision trust?
Yea, reverencing true child of worthy sire.
Athena to Orestes.
O man unknown, make thou thy plea in turn. Speak forth thy land, thy lineage, and thy woes. Then, if thou canst, avert this bitter blame. If, as I deem, in confidence of right thou sittest hard beside my holy place, clasping this statue as Ixion sat, a sacred suppliant for Zeus to cleanse, to all this answer me in words made plain.
O Queen Athena, first from thy last words will I a great solicitude remove. Not one blood guilty am I. No foul stain clings to thine image from my clinging hand, whereof one potent proof I have to tell. Lo, the law stands. The slayer shall not plead, till by the hand of him who cleanses blood, a suckling creature's blood, besprinkle him. Long since have I this expiation done. In many a home, slain beasts and running streams have cleansed me. Thus I speak away that fear. Next, of my lineage quickly thou shalt learn. An Argive am I, and right well thou knowest my sire, that Agamemnon who arrayed the fleet and them that went therein to war, that chief with whom thy hand combined to crush to an uncitied heap that once was Troy. That Agamemnon, when he homeward came, was brought unto no honourable death, slain by the dark-souled wife who brought me forth to him, and wound and slain in wily nets, blazoned with blood that in the laver ran. And I, returning from an exiled youth, slew her my mother. Lo, it stands avowed! With blood for blood avenging my loved sire, and in this deed doth Loxias bear part, decreeing agonies to goad my will, unless by me the guilty found their doom. Do thou decide if right or wrong were done. Thy dooming, whatsoe'er it be, contents me.
Too mighty is this matter, whatsoe'er of mortals claims to judge hereof aright. Yea, me, even me, eternal right forbids to judge the issues of blood-guilt and wrath that follows swift behind. This too gives pause, that thou, as one with all due rites performed, dost come unsinning, pure, unto my shrine. Whate'er thou art, in this my city's name, as uncondemned, I take thee to my side. Yet have these foes of thine such dues by fate, I may not banish them, and if they fail, o'erthrown in judgment of the cause, forthwith their anger's poison shall infect the land, a dropping plague spot of eternal ill. Thus stand we with a woe on either hand. Stay they, or go at my commandment forth, perplexity or pain must needs befall. Yet, as on me fate hath imposed the cause, I choose unto me judges that shall be an ordinance for ever, set to rule the dues of blood-guilt upon oath declared. But ye, call forth your witness and your proof, words strong for justice, fortified by oath. And I, Whoe'er are truest in my town, them will I choose and bring, and straitly charge, look on this cause, discriminating well, and pledge your oath to utter naught of wrong.
Athena exits.
Now are they all undone, the ancient laws, if here the slayer's cause prevail. New wrong for ancient right shall be, if matricide go free. Henceforth a deed like his by all shall stand, too ready to the hand. Too oft shall parents in the aftertime rue and lament this crime. Taught not in false imagining to feel their children's thrusting steel, no more the wrath that erst on murder fell. From us the queens of hell shall fall, no more our watching gaze impend. Death shall smite unrestrained.
Henceforth shall one unto another cry,
Lo, they are stricken, lo, they fall and die around me.
and that other answers him,
O thou that lookest that thy woes should cease, behold, with dark increase, they throng and press upon thee. Yea, and dim is all the cure, and every comfort vain.
Let none henceforth cry out when falls the blow of sudden smiting woe. Cry out in sad, reiterated strain, O justice, aid, aid, O ye thrones of hell! So though a father or a mother wail, new smitten by a son, it shall no more avail, since, overthrown by wrong, the fane of justice fell. Know that a throne there is that may not pass away, and one that sitteth on it, even fear, searching with steadfast eyes man's inner soul. Wisdom is a child of pain, and born with many a tear, but who henceforth, what man of mortal men, what nation upon earth, that holdeth not in awe, nor in the light of inner reverence, shall worship right, as in the older day? Praise not, O man, the life beyond control, nor that which bows unto a tyrant's sway. Know that the middle way is dearest unto God, and they thereon who wend, they shall achieve the end. But they who wander, or to left or right, are sinners in his sight. Take to thy heart this one, this soothfast word of wantonness, impiety is sire. Only from calm control and sanity unstirred cometh true weal, the goal of every man's desire. Yea, whatsoe'er befell, hold thou this word of mine. Bow down at justice' shrine, turn thou thine eyes away from earthly lure, nor with a godless foot that altar spurn. For as thou dost, shall fate do in return, and the great doom is sure. Therefore let each adore a parent's trust, and each with loyalty revere the guest that in his halls doth rest. For whoso uncompelled doth follow what is just, he ne'er shall be unblessed. Yea, never to the gulf of doom that man shall come, but he whose will is set against the gods, who treads beyond the law with foot impure, till o'er the wreck of right confusion broods. Know that for him, though now he sail secure, the day of storm shall be. Then shall he strive and fail, down from the shivered yard to furl the sail, and call on powers that heed him not, to save and vainly wrestle with the whirling wave. Hot was his heart with pride. I shall not fall, he cried,
but him with watching scorn the gods behold, forlorn.
Tangled in the toils of fate beyond escape, hopeless of haven safe beyond the cape, till all his wealth and bliss of bygone day upon the reef of rightful doom is furled, and he is rapt away, unwept, forever, to the dead forgotten world.
End of section 5.